Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario.
Welcome back to Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and today we got some updates that I think will make you very, very happy in the world of Nintendo, from Mario Kart to Xbox to a patent I found that could potentially be for the Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch. It's very interesting that we go over it, and it's pretty interesting. Let's just, you know what? Let's just start, right? If you are new here, take a look at this. But before we get into the video, I just want to remind everyone that we are on our way to 100K. And if we get there before the year ends, I will be choosing 20 lucky subscribers to win a Nintendo Switch. All you got to do is subscribe, hit that bell, and be active in the community, and you can be chosen at our 100K live celebration. All right, so first up, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 5 out now. But not only that, I mean, I would probably tell you that if it were the only news here, I would be repeating yesterday's news. But the newer news with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is that it came with a new update. Yes, 2.4.0. And this has a lot of fixes, a lot of glitches that were on the actual game, from customization to improvement to even some things that were done on the 200cc game that improves the actual game as a whole. So you want to go ahead and update to that version 2.4.0 with a whole bunch of improvements. Of course, Mario Kart Wave 5. Stay tuned for a tournament to be announced here on the channel, because we have a champion out there among our subscribers that needs to be dethroned. So if you are interested in the upcoming tournament, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss that upcoming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament here on the Odyssey. In other news, we have a victory, guys. We have won. Yes, Nintendo has won the battle. And you might say, Mike, what battle were we fighting to begin with? Well, we signed a contract a couple of months ago, you know, with Microsoft on having a couple of games coming to Nintendo Switch. But I want to remind you guys, I know that Microsoft promised to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch, but this is not just about Call of Duty, okay? We have other major IPs that were on the line here, and in the hands of Microsoft, I think Microsoft is the best company to handle these RPs, and I'm talking about Spyro. I know a lot of you guys love Spyro. Spyro the Dragon is an amazing IP, and I think in Nintendo's hand and in Microsoft hands, they could do great things with this little character and also bring him to the Nintendo Switch in a better way. Not only that, but we also have Candy Crush. Who doesn't love Candy Crush? That game needs an update badly. We need a new Candy Crush game for mobile, maybe on Switch, right? Maybe on Xbox. There's a big potential with Candy Crush, you know, for us all to get addicted to it one more time. But Candy Crush is another game. You know, we have World of Warcraft as well, part of the Activision Blizzard. We have Diablo, we got Overwatch, we have Hearthstone. There's so many games that were part of this deal, not just Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I think, is the biggest franchise they have on sale here, and that's the one that they signed a 10-year contract with Nintendo. So it's interesting to see what they do now. We still have the UK that has not approved this deal, but at least in the United States, Microsoft can get the ball rolling when it comes to, starting the acquisition. They still have the UK thing. Hopefully that goes well. And if this has any indication of what is expected, I expect the UK one to go through as well. So yeah, we got World of Warcraft, we have Diablo, we have Hearthstone, we have Overwatch, we have Candy Crush, we have Call of Duty, and we have Spyro, among other IPs that are involved here. I know Call of Duty is the biggest one, but there are other IPs here that I think Nintendo would benefit from, and a good relationship with Microsoft can only improve the console. Can you imagine Game Pass on Nintendo Switch? I can, and I think it could be very, very possible, and hopefully we can get that way with this deal as well. All right, let's move on to today's last story, and this is, guys, you know me. I love investigative work, and I love looking at patents. As a matter of fact, I actually look at them every week. I look at patents and I determine whether this patent is good enough to bring on an episode or not. And well, yeah, I mean, Nintendo has actually issued a lot of patents in the last couple of weeks. I just haven't been covering them because I don't think they're really that big of a deal until the one I found Nintendo released yesterday, July 11th, that has to do with the new way of processing an image, right? Whenever we have a patent that has to do with improving a visual aspect of your game, this either could be for the Nintendo Switch, right? Or this could be for a future console. I'm not really really labeling it at all right now. It's just brand new information that Nintendo released. And well, it's a topic for discussion because it could be for the next gen console, just like it could be for this one. If it is for this one, it could also be for the next gen console, because I don't think Nintendo's going to take this technology and just completely just forget about it on the next gen console. I think they're going to be using it from now on. And this has to do with the visuals. Let's go ahead and read it here. I know it's a little boring because nobody wants to read, but I'll explain it really fast. So, an information processing apparatus. Let's go ahead here. It's on June 11, 2023. Image processing apparatus, storage medium, and image processing methods. Okay, and an image information processing apparatus that functions as a non-limiting example. Image processing apparatus includes a processor. When an original image drawn with horizontally long first pixels is to be drawn by square second pixels, the processor generates two immediate images data in each, which the number of second pixels is 1.2 the times of the first pixel. So, without reading everything else, this is basically a way of combining pixels to make them bigger and larger so that they can become brighter and function better and look a lot better, which is another way of upscaling an image. Okay, so this is the entire patent has to do with that. There's a little image here. This is like the internals of a Switch, but there's a little image here that tells you what it's about. Okay, down here we see here the original pixels that they normally use. What? Right, they're square pixels. It says it here, square pixels aspect ratio 1.1. But by making a longer pixel, more rectangle, like this one right here, you can tell the difference between these two. These up here are longer pixels, right? They're more rectangle pictures, and then combining them, then it creates a bigger pixel that gives you more light, better energy, and I think it actually improves the visuals of whatever it's happening here. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be how the next gen console will function. They'll have bigger pixels in order to brighten the screen and give you a better resolution to the next gen console. But this is a way of upscaling a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2 in order for it to give you a better image. Okay, pixels are so small, guys. They're very small. There's like every pixel is very small. Every picture has a color like red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, and then all together they combine and make a color, right? They make a black, they make other colors, and that's how we get our image on our screens. So this is a way that Nintendo is using, or just patented, I'm not sure if they're using it yet, in order to make a better image. Now, we don't know yet whether this is going to be used to upscale images to 4K or make the actual Nintendo Switch in handheld mode better, right? It's a very, very, very small, when it comes to the size, because it's 1.2.1 in an aspect ratio against the one against one, I guess. I don't know how to read this, but yeah. So basically, this is you can tell that it's not that big of a difference, but when it comes to putting it all together in your system, it's going to make a huge difference in how your Nintendo will look and how it will operate. So there you have it. This is just a very basic patent I wanted to show you guys that has to do with an improvement being made by Nintendo, hopefully for the next gen console. Here we see other publications that are similar to this one: a machine translation, foreign reference. There's a lot of things here. We've already spoken about other patents in the past that have to do with upscaling. This is another one that Nintendo is, they're probably trying different methods of upscaling to see which one they could go with. Right now, I doubt whether they're still, they are still working on this. I think this is already done. This is the patent from the past, because if this is for the next gen console, I believe that console is already done, right? They're not working on it anymore. It's just a matter of now, releasing it and announcing games. I think this is something that Nintendo has already worked on, and they released a patent to just protect their work before the launch of the next system. So there you have it. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think? Do you find this fascinating? Looking behind the scenes, looking inside Nintendo to see how they make things happen and how they make things work when it comes to these little patents. It's been a while since I brought one up, and I thought I would bring one up when it comes to Nintendo Switch. So there you have it. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for this awesome episode or adventure. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for this adventure here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, I have two important things to let you know. Number one, never give up. And number two, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new way. Never slow down, winners don't need no breaks. And we won't fade, our shine gets greater. Staying on the ball like Pokemon trainers. From the nest to the Wii, we dangerous. You can button mash, but it ain't gonna save